Okay, so in the last episode, what we've basically done is we've essentially got basically all the three kingdoms down over here because we've actually, well, we don't know for how long, but basically we've managed to essentially murder our two brothers, so that we've managed to get both Castile and Galicia under our control as Alfonso the Sixth. Now the question here is that a lot of people, you know, when you're trying to go for an actually like an ideal run for Iberia in pieces, one of the things that you'll see quite a bit is people trying to get Navarra before they unite the Spanish thrones, and getting the county of Zamora away from Iraca. Navarra, you basically have to get through essentially good old conquest, because if you look at the kingdom here, you're nowhere in this path here, right? So if we, oops, that's me. I mean, it's not gonna matter because it's just gonna pan to me. But if we look at here, you can see Kingdom of Navarra. Here's Aragon over here. Here's King Anso IV. You can see he's way over here. He's under King Garcia, not under Fernando. And so Anso IV here, he has two bastards. So technically, actually, now since both of his child are bastards, who is next to enthrone? It's not his. This is just a completely... I don't really know where this is coming from, to be honest. Estella, married to a bastard of my dynasty, which is Navarra. He is a bastard, and he is also the house head of Navarra. Okay, so his wife, who's not in this dynasty, she's gonna be first in line, and then I don't freaking know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But actually, that mess might make it less clear who should be when they do the faction. Okay, so we also have the domain issue. So, basically, as I said in the last episode, Duchy of Leon is what you want to hold personally, and I believe we have high partition. We have very low crown authority, but I believe by default, if you unite the Spanish thrones, they go all the way to high, which I'm surprised. Yeah, high partition. We actually have normal partition, but I think maybe when you pass the Spanish thrones, you go high. Looks like, can we actually pass limited crown authority? It's gonna cost us 300, like 400 prestige almost. You play as Infanta Iraca. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I went a little bit unorthodox with the wife. So I was like, you know, Alfonso VI, he's gonna live a pretty decently long life. Which now I'm looking at this. I'm not in here, right? I don't think I'm in here. Okay. Yeah, should I start a scheme against my sister / lover? I know of her deviant secret. I could try to use a hook against her. Blackmail. Ooh. That's a lot of strong hooks. I don't want to expose the fact that she's in love with me. Disputed heritage is interesting. I don't have debug mode, so I can't see who her actual father is. Actually, I should be able to see that under intro. Second child. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Sancha is my child. Why can't I blackmail? You can't blackmail over your own bastard. Here you go. You can't blackmail over your own bastard. Yeah, I'd like to. Okay, so I do think we should have a murder scheme against her. But at the same time, that's just a contingency plan because I want to see if I can use a hook. I'm gonna try to use the deviant hook to, you know, basically steal the title from her. Basically, I might actually expose. No, if you expose a secret, that doesn't really allow you. Folk title. That's right, I need unlimited crown authority. You know what? We're gonna do this. Apparently I can get away with that. So, revoke title. Does this count as a tyranny? I have a claim on the title. Okay, let's do it that way. I know you're pissed off at me. It's probably good that you're not my spy master anymore. Who are we swaying? We're swaying you. Can I switch over to my spy master just so that I'm not so afraid? Okay, so that actually went pretty smoothly. We didn't need to murder her. The child can be kept alive, and we got Zamora. We're still over domain limit. That's I'll deal with that in a second. I want to. What do I want to do? I want to make a duchy. Let's go over here. This is probably the easiest way to do this. There we go. Duchy of Leon. And hopefully, you know, if partition does occur, everything inside Leon should hopefully stick to our main heir. So hopefully that's the case. Now Navarra. Me going after Navarra is next. They're allied with Aragon. We're allied with France, so I'm not that concerned. I'm not that concerned. We should actually be able to go to this screen and take a look. Vastly inferior, yeah. And we do have a Casus Belli against them. Okay. Yeah. So. The Dahunids, you know, getting to Navarra and then getting Aragon as soon as possible will give us, you know, moral claims over here because we can say, hey, this is supposed to be under Aragon, right? So that's going to also be very useful for pushing back against the Moalides here, or the Andalusians. The Moality Andalusians? Can't remember this dominion of this denomination of Islam. Moality. I'm pretty sure this is made up, basically, but yeah, Moality. The one of the more open forms of Islam in this game. Yeah. These are all Islamic counties over here, I just noticed. Oh, no, it's the opposite. These are all Catholic, but they're controlled by Islamic leaders. Okay. So that's a bit interesting. Okay, so so we have to manage this domain limit here. What's the easiest way to look at it? This menu. Right, so you want everything under here. I think I actually have a claim on this region. Can I? How do you? This screen will show me my claim. Yeah. I don't really care for that. I just want my duchy, honestly. So this, I usually like to go for these guys, these lowborns, because this screen's also really nice. and try to give only one county per. One of the benefits of not having primogeniture is that your vassals won't like just slowly over time absorb titles and become really powerful central forces. It's basically like decentralization. So what I'm trying to say is that primogeniture, yeah, sure, it's great for you, but it's not great because those vassals, when they get primogeniture, you know, it's you're giving them a lot of power. The thing with these obscure households is you have to be very careful that they're not going to get a title from a marriage or something, or from a parent. Like a mayor thing doesn't really matter, but like a more major title like a county, I don't want somebody that I really try to avoid having multiple people having counties, and I also don't like from my own dynasty giving people in my own dynasty a county. I just don't like that idea. Okay, so let's give this to Sebastian, Santiago. Let's give this to, see, I would look at this, if I want to look at this guy. He has nothing, he has no wife, so he's fine. It's just that the lowborns, it's pretty safe, unless they have a marriage, but other than that, it's pretty safe. So now if we look at, not that useful, but, is it, there we go, right-clicking, yeah. Now we can see here, you know, how the control is being distributed, and this is when you can say, well, you'll have the vassal limit problem. That if you just give, you know, each region to someone unique, you'll hit the vassal limit, and that's when I say, well, just make your duchies or your kingdoms, depending on how desperate you are. I think duchies are fine. Usually, like even if you're playing emperor, you just really need duchies more than kingdoms. So, yeah, let's see here. We're allied with France. Yes, we are. So, can I go F? She's 13, so it's still, you know, like, what, 3 more years until she's of age? Yeah. So, let's go for Navarra. We already control a piece of Navarra. I'd like to go for Aragon as well. But Navarra is the easiest. Do you have a child? No, you don't. We probably should start a murder scheme. What are we doing here? We're murdering Uraka. We don't need to murder Uraka anymore. We should be murdering you. And we should be going to war with you at the same time. I'm going to call in France. Yeah, we're going to call in France. We basically have a one-trick pony with our ally, and that's France. But at the same time, excellent. Took you a little while there to make that decision. But Aragon's also getting in on the action. But you know, 1.1k men, and I don't know how much these guys are going to produce. 500 more. We should be able to tank that, no problem. And they're going out to the ocean, so I don't know what you're trying to do. You're probably trying to like go around or something. But I don't know. I mean, we're just going to siege your capital if you're going to play games. Like, I don't know what you guys are trying to do. I'd like to fight you. There you go. A reduced? Duke Nuno. Our council is all. I don't want someone with poor chivalry. I'll just suck it up with the lower taxes, I guess. That's caused by poor diplomacy, huh? Or stewardship. No, that was stewardship. Yeah, that's pretty bad stewardship. You're not a powerful vassal. I'll get a powerful vassal that ooh. Your stewardship's mediocre. I'm just going to replace you with a powerful vassal that has better. Yeah. Better stewardship. Yeah, let's start sieging. So we're at 19% war score. Wait, Uraka is married. What? Infected wound. So he bought the information, I guess? Job done right. Hostile scheme success chance. I kind of want this one at the moment. Removed from scheme. Huh. Oh no. Okay, France getting into an. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. New heir. Huh? Oh my god. Sancho had a child. Man, this is so far after his death, though. Hmm. 1069. 10. Okay, so that's July 1068. And this is April. That's a pretty wide gap. That's like, so probably the widest gap I've seen so far, almost. It's not like a 2-3 month gap. I don't want to do the math in my head, but that's probably pushing it. That's your daughter or something? Children. Your wife is under my and her mother. Okay. Apparently you're independent. Okay. I'd like to go after Aragon at this point. Yeah, I'll see how that pans out. Okay, so yeah, so we just conquered Navarra, and I'm sure they're gonna start a faction against us. Is he my friend? Is that why you can't join a faction? Yeah, you can't join a faction against a friend. Okay, so what we basically want to do, we don't have any issues quite yet. We should start thinking about control. Yeah. Especially in Navarra, because once you start conquering these places, the control is not great. What are you doing? You're currently doing control over here. You're almost done, so 6 years though? Might be more worth it to move you over here. Okay, so this is a little bit smoother. I do want to wait a little bit just to recharge our men a little bit. Passing suspicion. Yes, okay, so that worked. Okay, so we're just running the clock at this point. Let's see here. Advice for your faith. Yeah. This is just Catholicism information. Okay, so since we're the cultural head, what are we We're doing this one right now. This is 51 years. If I get fascinated with this, we're only early medieval at this point. So, yeah. I don't know if I should be focusing on switching the Basque over to Castilian. Aragonese. The Hunids would be easier to try to take over because the Hunids could be okay. So I think that's fairly safe. See. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this right now. There we go. We actually didn't really have to murder him, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, so it's just merged under Leon now. What am I looking at? I wanted to see the title Navarra. 0 de jure counties. Died under mysterious circumstances. Yeah. I mean, if we abolish the title, you know, we wouldn't have to actually murder him. Yeah, now we have this really screwy. Estella gets it, and then she's gonna pass it down to Ramiro, who's gonna go into the Navarra house. Yeah, very screwy, but that's how it is. So yeah, again, going after. Ooh, what's this? About Count Munio, the man is enraging in unsavory and dishonorable activities behind your back. I sincerely hope you bring this sensitive information to your attention. Will prove my unwavering loyalty towards you, my King Duke Nuno II Mendez of Portugal. Okay. He probably wants a hook. I don't want a hook. I don't want you to have a hook on me. You will not use Munio's secret against him. He already hates me, and this guy already hates me, so I mean, you know, what's to lose at this point, right? Well, so what's to lose is mainly just that we learned of his witch secret. Oh, this is Nuno. Where's the other guy? Where is my other guy? Yeah, we currently have absolute crown authority, and we can't have high crown authority. Oh, you know what? It must have moved up to absolute because of the fact that we actually went up to limited before. So it must have been like a double as my player error. Okay, so player error is fine. So I don't really need a wife. I would just end up being Sancho II's son, Sancho III. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Unorthodox. But yeah. So wait, you're now probably with your mother. Because why are you in Constantina's Countess Constantina? She's the really weird one with the Stella dynasty. Yeah. Interesting. Estefania Navarra. Her name is Ansa Navarra. Oh yeah, last name Navarra. Makes sense. Okay. So I said I was running the clock because I wanted to get our troops in order. Because I want to conquer Aragon. We'll probably need to do control over here. 1 year. We should be able to handle 1 year. let's see. I guess we can start like converting the Basque territories. Actually, we don't have control issue over here. We're currently doing Navarra. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'd say that's decent. I'm gonna go with my claims on the county of Alto Aragon. Now, Aragon right now is a one-trick pony. And what I mean by that is I'm pretty sure it's just this one province. So, actually, there might be another way of doing this. Oops. Let's see here. Let me get out of this menu. If I click on you, claim title. No, that's gonna cost me renown. Kingdom of Aragon. So I can't actually get Kingdom of Aragon. I would probably actually be able to usurp that. Okay, this is our allies, their allies. I mean, this is a joke. 760 with allies is a joke. So hopefully we might not even need King Philippe, but I'm gonna get King Philippe involved. And we're just gonna go for Aragon at this point because, yeah, let's just gun it for them. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about who's Count Ermengol. Yeah, this one province in Barcelona. Not really worried about that. So we'll probably get Alto Aragon under our thumb. Okay, 700, that's not going to help you guys. You're not going to win with 700. I'd hope not. You know, speed up the clock a little bit here, because we know this is going to be a victory. So 18%, let's go for 100. Okay, France is coming in. We don't really need their help, but, I mean, if they're going to go over here and start sieging, I think we're just going to be able to usurp, because Alto Aragon, they've had no opportunity to expand. Okay, they're coming here. So let's hopefully France is going to deal with them. Do I want Kidnapper? Do I want Courts of Shadows? I probably want Courts of Shadows, and I probably should have switched to Disruption. Yeah, well, we're doing that now. Resistance to administration in Nahara, probably Nahara, because Spanish usually J is like an H sound. Oh, search for physician. We should be doing that. Let's see here. What did I want to do? Oh, I wanted probably to check the control. Still fine. It's just a debuff for the culture. It's fine. Attacking us again. Okay, so 65 gold. We're gonna go into debt. Quite experienced. Conmac. Don't want somebody who's looking good. I want somebody who actually has experience when it comes to healthcare, right? Even though this is healthcare in like 1070, you still want decent healthcare. Okay, so France is doing some, you know, little interesting stuff here, but hopefully we'll get to 100%. Okay, there we go. Conquered. Nothing else to conquer. So let's enforce the demands. Did I get the kingdom title? No. So who has Kingdom of Air? Okay, it's just the the title is abolished, basically. He has a weak claim on Navarra, and he has a suppressed claim on Aragon. I don't know if he's going to actually be able to form a faction against us. I mean, we haven't had any factions yet, which is actually quite surprising because I haven't been spending any time on swaying people actively. This is the Spy Master. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going better than my previous run. Who do I need to sway? This is the easy menu. Basically everyone but a single person. I mean, if you hate me, we can blackmail you for witchcraft. Because somebody lowered the taxes. I know that. Somebody got a hook on me and lowered their taxes. Not a hook on me, but instead of getting a hook, they got a tax reduction. Garcia. Oh, this is one of those really buggy houses that I don't like when the game does this. It's like, what's going on here? Bastard of Amaya. But you somehow got into this house? We're looking at granting Alvaro 23. Spindley's not great. Don't really want to. I have had some games where just this trait, you know, the ugly traits, they just spread like wildfire for some reason. So I want to avoid those as much as I can. Munoz maybe not bad. I mean, his stats are definitely lower than these guys up here. If I look at your well, yeah, see? We were talking about Rodrigo or Gutierrez. It might be safe to pass it on to no, not Rodrigo. No. This guy might be a little bit safer because he's second in line and Rodrigo already has a child. But I think I'm gonna go with I mean, I'd like you to not have the spindly trait, but you're decent with stewardship. Prowess -1. Okay, let's go for the other guy then. This 34-year-old, that's still fine. He probably still could have children. So yeah, this is going pretty well. Aragon's abolished. Sancho is my player here, which is actually not bad. I don't really mind that, to be honest. It would be a little bit unusual. I don't really need a wife in that case, although she is almost ready. If I went for if I switched my lifestyle here, I would probably want kidnapper, but if I switched my lifestyle to here, yeah, I would still need to get 2 of these and hope that I don't get pregnant if I really wanted to go down the Sancho line, which would just be like strange, but plausible. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Is it really... I could always break the betrothal. But the problem with breaking the betrothal is that, you know, there's a chance that Barcelona might, you know, ally with France or something, and you don't really want that. But yeah, I think that's just it for this episode. Lots of decent progress. Basically, all of the Christian dominions are under our control, with the exception of Barcelona. This is also a Muslim-ruled region, culturally Catalan. We don't have... Like, I can't actually go after these guys. I don't... Oh, debt. Use a Casus Belli. Do we have a Casus Belli on this title? I don't know if I can see if I have a casus belli on this title without not being in debt. Ooh, claimants. Yeah, okay, so Aragon not expanding and trying to establish a duchy or a kingdom, or the kingdom being dissolved because we didn't have enough renown to still snag the title, is actually going to make this not as easy as some of my previous playthroughs. But yeah, well, that's a future concern, I'd say. So we'll solve that out in the future and see how that shakes out.